G'day everyone and welcome back, and to those who are new to the channel, welcome all the same. So I thought I owed you guys an updated tack room tour because I did one probably about a year ago and I've changed my setup and lighting rigs a little bit since then. So I thought I'd just show you an update. Let's head in. So nothing much has changed on this score. It's still a shipping container. No fancy tack room here. It's just a vermin-proof shipping container. Does the job. But if you guys have seen my previous video for this, you'll notice something new sitting on this wall. This is just a bridle rack that my brother kindly constructed for me out of some recycled hard timber that we had under the shed, and some horseshoes I got from the local saddlery that buys and sells horseshoes. So it just gives me all the room that I need for my halters and bridles. But a little storage hack for you guys who love storage ideas and little storage hacks. This one is for you. All it is you just loop your lunge rein or rope, whatever you happen to be using. In this case it was just a tying exercise for Jewel, and I just re-looped the rope up, put it through the halter, and then tied the halter off as normal, and then it just hangs there all by itself, holds everything nicely together without you worrying about that stray rope that's on the damn floor. Another little thing that we did this time around is we invested in some solar panels that someone was selling, and we hooked them up on the container roof, and that all trails down from the corner of the container down to a battery that's on my shelf here, and that's all connected up with an inverter, and obviously all the safety protocol is involved here as well. And then that ends with two switches here, so I can do all the switch for the main tack room itself from here, or in the case of when it gets dark, I'll just switch this one off. I have lights outside, which nicely illuminates my round yard at night time. So let's continue with the tack tour. This has been a beautiful storage hack for me for better part of getting on 2 years for me now. As you can see, it's pretty standard. It's just bits of recycled timber and a few pallets holding the whole thing together, for those of you that didn't see the other video for this. But the difference is I'm no longer storing hay up the top that I was back then. I now use it to store things such as rugs in storage containers that I've neatly and very cleverly labelled according to what's in them, so that keeps all the dust out, keeps the rugs clean in between seasons, and hay on the bottom. And so I don't get all that hay dust and debris underneath the pallets. This time we fix the tarpaulin onto the top, and it stops all that debris going underneath and making a nest for God knows what. So the first thing you might notice if you have seen my previous video is there's no frame behind me. That was a drying rack previously, but it did prove to be a little bit of an inconvenience in terms of taking up like 3/4 of the room that I had. So we moved the drying rack to outside. I'll put a link in the description box below to that one that my brother also made for me on a winch system. But now I've got a new lighting rig down the back. We're going to make another light just near the hay rack here, so I can actually see what I'm doing when it's night and getting the hay out for the horses. But it has given me ample space for feed all along this wall. I'm a bit low stocked at the moment. I'm due to collect feed, but whoops. Just tripping over, we're good. But yep, so hay and chaff and feed bags are normally along this wall. My saddle's there at the moment, but I'm actually looking to sell that one so I can actually invest in a Western or stock saddle that I believe would better suit Jewel. So for anyone inside New South Wales, Australia that might want to buy an all-purpose saddle, drop a comment below and see what we can organise for you. So moving on, pelleted feed and chaff that I'm currently using is all stored down the back as normal. Still got the whiteboard on the wall, and I've keep all my herbs neatly organised in storage boxes along the back. So yeah, just got all my herbs and that in storage boxes and they're all labelled accordingly to make it really handy for me and keeps the dust at bay, and I don't have bags galore all over my table. So that really helps me out, and chaffer in these. This is just all the pelleted stuff in the bins behind me, if you were wondering what's in those. If you guys have any other storage hacks that you'd love to share, or maybe cleaning hacks to help minimise mess, drop a comment below or on any of my social media platforms such as Instagram or Twitter. I'd love to hear from you, so drop a comment below. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with what's going on in our world.